Everyone's asking the same question right now. Where do you actually put your money? Bitcoin, gold, or stocks? Hi, I'm a financial coach, and today I want to break this down properly so you're not guessing. You're deciding with a plan. Here's the problem. Most people don't choose an asset because they understand it. They choose it because of hype. Someone on social media made money in Bitcoin, so they buy Bitcoin. Their uncle bought gold in a crisis, so they buy gold. That's not a strategy, that's gambling with extra steps. Let's break down what each of these assets actually does for you. Stocks represent ownership in real businesses. When a company grows, earns more, and becomes more valuable, your shares grow with it. Over the long term, stocks have historically outperformed almost every other asset class because they're powered by actual economic growth. Gold is different. Gold doesn't grow, it doesn't pay you dividends, and it doesn't build a business. What gold does is protect you. It's a hedge against inflation, currency collapse, and economic panic. When everything else is uncertain, gold tends to hold its value. Bitcoin is the newest and by far the most volatile. It can double in a year or it can drop 50% in a month. Bitcoin isn't backed by earnings or by physical scarcity in the same way gold is. It's driven by adoption, sentiment, and speculation. High risk, high potential reward. So here's a simple example. Imagine you have $10,000 to invest. A balanced approach might look like this: 70% in stocks because that's your long-term growth engine, 20% in gold because that protects you when markets get shaky, and 10% in Bitcoin because that's your high-risk, high-reward bet that you can afford to lose without it wrecking your financial life. Notice what's missing here. Nobody said to go all in on one asset. The people who lose the most money are the ones who go all in on whatever's trending and panic when it drops. The real lesson isn't Bitcoin versus gold versus stocks. It's understanding that each one plays a different role. Stocks grow your wealth. Gold protects your wealth. Bitcoin is your calculated bet on the future. Here's the motivation. You don't need to predict the market perfectly. You don't need to time the bottom or the top. You need a plan that fits your risk tolerance and the discipline to stick with it, even when headlines are screaming at you to panic. So, which one should you invest in right now? Honestly, the smartest answer is probably all three, just in the right proportions for your goals and your risk tolerance. If this helped you think about your portfolio differently, let me know in the comments which asset you're most exposed to right now, and subscribe because we're breaking down real financial strategy every single week.